Hello everyone, I'm Anusha and I work as an event organizer for Bhavanams. A very warm good evening to all of you present over here. Hope everyone's doing safe and sound. So before we start our meet, I want you all to know a bit about our Bhavanams and its team. So Bhavanams is a small, friendly and talented team in which we share the best of our knowledge and industry experience to all the upcoming civil engineers and working professionals. Bhavanams further spread its wings in consultancy and construction services. Bhavanams is continuously providing the webinar series, quiz competitions, and live interacting sessions for the students to improve their state of knowledge in every possible act of civil engineering. So let me take you through the brief intro of our team also. So Mr. 𝗪𝗏𝗂𝗏 Bhavanam is the CEO and the founder of Bhavanams. He is currently working as a structural engineer in an MNC company in Vizag dealing with US projects. He worked as an executive engineer for a G+15-story high-rise building in Vizag. He also worked as an RCC design and detailing engineer for central, state and several government and private projects too in Vizag. He also worked as a steel design and detailing engineer in Pune also. On top of all these, he is generous and adamant to provide these series of webinar for free for our good, for students' good. To talk more about him, he is a pro at softwares like AutoCAD, Revit, 𝗏𝗏, StatPro, SAFE, TNX Tower, RCDC, and many more. And then Shreyans Chowdhury, the managing director of Bhavanams. He is an executive engineer at Chhattisgarh. He also worked as an executive engineer for a hospital building in 𝗥𝗏𝗆 and also worked as a junior engineer for the admin block of AIMS Hospital. To talk more about his soft skills and the technical skills, he is a pro at strategic planning, project estimation, project control, contract negotiation, team management, and many more. And then comes our Associate Director of Bhavanams. He is Mr. Sandeep A. He is an architect dealing with architectural plans, interior designs, elevations for residential and commercial buildings and also for high-rise buildings. He is a pro at AutoCAD, SketchUp, 3ds Max, Revit, V-Ray, Lumion, sketching, and many more skills. So, and now here's a bit about our guest today. Our honorable guest today is Sir 𝗂𝗍𝗏𝗪𝗏. He is an official alumnus of NIT Surathkal, specialized in marine structures, and now working as an assistant executive engineer in R&B department, collaborating with Government of Andhra Pradesh. He also holds a decent experience as guest faculty in JNTU Vijayanagaram in the Department of Civil Engineering. He also published several research papers in journals. So, and at last, we'll have a live Q&A at the end of the session. So I request everyone to drop in all your queries in the Ask a Question feature or in the chat box, and not to interrupt Sir, our guest, in the middle of the lecture. All your doubts will be clarified at the end of the lecture. Now, Honorable CEO and the founder of Bhavanams, Mr. 𝗪𝗏𝗂𝗏 Reddy Sir, will have a word with you all. 𝗪𝗏 Sir, you can.
Yeah, thank you, Anusha. Thank you so much for your warm welcome to this webinar. And thank you so much, all of you. And we are welcome to the family of Bhavanams. So I hope myself, Bhavanams 𝗪𝗏𝗏 Reddy, I'm very happy to see you, all of you, in this platform for gaining a knowledge. I thank personally our today's guest Ajay sir for being with us and guiding the students towards the path of the success. And we are very happy and to mention that few webinars are lined up that will helpful for you in upcoming sessions. I hope you already seen what are the webinars in upcoming sessions. Like we are going to see our main motto. Our Bhavanams is having some motto. So what we need to do here is so we wanted to conduct the web series. So nowadays we are all familiar with web series, right? So that's why we come up with a new topic like web series. In this we have episodes. In episode 1 we are dealing with all the episode 1. This one we will deal with all the architectural softwares like AutoCAD and Revit and 3ds Max, SketchUp, 𝗵𝗵𝗃, 𝗪𝗶𝗃𝗃. These all things I have a wish to give you all these software skills and some technicals also, like how we can deal with the green buildings and how we can deal with the sustainability buildings and these things. Come to the second episode. Yeah, this second episode is mainly for the structural concepts, like structural tools. So come to the structural tools. So AutoCAD is a basic software for everyone in the any sector on the civil engineering, and even the mechanical people also will use this AutoCAD. So come to the structural deal. So we have two Bentley software companies like Bentley and CSI, Computers and Structures Incorporated Limited. So in this also we have a few other softwares like StatPro, Stat Foundation Advanced, and come to ETAP, CSI, SAFE and ETAPs and SAP 2000 and CSI Bridge and CSI Detailing. So these all things we will cover in episode 2. And come to the episode 3, construction works. So nowadays we all are familiar with the softwares only. Whenever you go in any of the web or anywhere, so you will get all the software, some related material or something. But come to the construction, we are lagging of the construction. Mainly the students, we don't know the proper what is going on in our construction. So that's why we come up with the episode 3. In that episode 3, we lined up you for all the construction activities. Like so, our chief guest so is the Raja sir. So Raja sir is also going to take what are the roles and responsibilities in a QA/QC engineer, and also the few people, eminent guests are there. They will cover all the aspects in the construction, how we can do the concreting, how we can go for the shuttering works, and how we can do the quantity estimation. And these all things we will cover in this episode 3. And come to the episode 4, this is like a construction management. And if you go to the construction management, there we can use, so come to the BIM skills. So Navisworks that we will use for the some clash detections, and also some project Microsoft project that we will do with so project estimation and the timelines for the project. And also we have some others, means what is that, Excel. So there we can do the some quantity estimation, these things. So in that management episode 4, we will cover all these softwares. And come to our next episode, in the episode 5th. So we will cover the career opportunity. Like so Ajay sir is excellent in concept as well in the subject as well. So he's working as an assistant executive engineer in R&D department. So I hope he will give more sessions on our Bhavanams. So like that, we have some eminent guests in our so to give you the career opportunities. And the Raja sir also will give you the one of the session on career opportunities. What are the career opportunities we have in the civil engineering particularly? So sometimes see, if you go and see anywhere in the civil engineer, so due to lack of the salary, sometimes we migrate to the software. Why? Because we expect, okay, if you go for the software, there we will get so monthly 2 lakhs. But if you are in a civil engineering, you will get monthly 20,000 only, even if you have some proper experience. So that's why some people will go that, but we have a lot of scope in our civil engineering. Don't migrate. I'm not saying don't go. So that is depend upon our individual. So we have a lot of opportunities. So sky is your limit. If you have a proper skills and right passionate towards our civil engineering, so sky is our limit. No one can. So every engineer. So the main limit is the sky. No, nothing will be limit. And this much salary only we can earn even after 5 years. This is not in the sight. So definitely sky is your limit. How much hard work you will do, how much passionate towards our subject and our skills, those will play a vital role in our civil engineering. Okay, I hope so I made it, everything is clear. So definitely I hope we'll give you the most of the content from our Bhavanams. So please stay with us and just ready for the concept. I hope everything is clear. So I hope you can utilize this opportunity to learn more things in from Bhavanams. Yeah, Anusha. Yeah, you can go ahead. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Srinivas, sir, for enlightening our students on the topics of the webinar series. Now, our chief guest, 𝗂𝗍𝗪𝗀𝗃, sir, will proceed with the meeting and keep your ears opened on our topic today, how to prepare for government jobs. Ajay, sir, you can please proceed. Thank you.
Yeah. Hello, Miss Anusha.
Sir, yes, sir.
Could you please put on the option for screen sharing?
Yes, sir.
Anusha, make Sarah as a co-host. That's better, I think.
Yes, I'm doing it. So now you can present your screen, sir. Ajay, sir.
Yes, yes. Hey, hi. Thanks for the introduction, Ms. Anusha and Srinivas Reddy. And I must appreciate Srinivas Reddy for this good initiative. And good evening, everyone. Hope I am audible. So welcome to this first topic in this webinar series. Our topic of discussion for today is how to prepare for government jobs. We'll be dealing this only in the civil engineering perspective. And myself, 𝗂𝗍𝗪𝗀𝗃, Assistant Executive Engineer, R&B Department, Government of Andhra Pradesh. So before getting into the topic of discussion, we must know what are the contents of our topic. So our webinar will have following contents. What are the jobs that are being offered by central or state governments or public sector undertakings such as PSUs? And what is the syllabus and pattern of the examination and how to prepare for the exam? And what is the importance of self-assessment, which is the most important in our course of preparation? What are the things to be remembered while preparing or while before a few days before examinations? And after that, these all things will be followed by a Q&A session, which is completely interactive session. Okay. So what is the IES, Indian Engineering Services? Indian Engineering Services or IES is said to be the highest cadre for a fresh or entry-level civil engineer can get in India. So basically, IES is recruited by UPSC, which is a constitutional body. UPSC stands for Union Public Service Commission. You have to write ESE, Indian Services Examination. And after that, you have some state PSCs and RRB JE and SSC JE. RRB JE is recruited by Railway Recruitment Board and other PSUs, public sector undertakings. There are different public sector undertakings like BPCL, Bharat Petrol Corporation, next HPCL, Hindustan Petroleum Corporation, IOCL, Indian Oil Corporation Limited, etc. They will be there. Further, your roles and cadres will be depending upon the requirements of the PSUs, and they will be recruiting based on your GATE score. And after coming to that, RRB JE. JE is Junior Engineer in Railways. So this exam will be conducted by Railway Recruitment Board. The previously in RRB used to conduct two exams, JE Junior Engineer and SSC Senior Section Engineer. Currently, RRB is recruiting only Junior Engineer level posts. And the next promotion will be given to the Junior Engineer is Senior Section Engineer. And next one is SSC JE, Staff Selection Commission Junior Engineer. For this Staff Selection Commission Board will be conducting two tier examination, prelims and mains. For people who have qualified or people who are in the merit list will be joined as junior engineers. They'll be working in different departments like CPWD, Central Water and Power Department, like Central Public Works Department, Central Water Commission, Border Roads, Military Engineering Service, etc. You will be placed under a IES. And apart from this, we have prestigious organizations like ISRO, Indian Space Research Organization, BARC, and we have DRDO, we have metros like Delhi Metro, Mumbai Metro, Cochin Metro, Hyderabad Metro. They'll be recruiting their AWs or AAs depending upon their recruitment or depending upon their vacancy. And these are all the technical levels. And we have some posts like assistant professor in various government institutions or universities. For example, say we have a post post called polytechnic lecture. For polytechnic lecture, what is the criteria, eligibility criteria? That is BTech. So every BTech candidate can apply for polytechnic lecture in any government institute. For a BTech level, that means assistant professor cadre, the eligibility criteria is MTech or it may be PhD, which will be dependent upon the UGC or AICTE scales. Excuse me, are my slides changing?
No, sir. It's just the first and second slides, sir. Yes, now, sir.
Now changing, sir.
Yes. Thank you. There might be some issue. Okay. And coming to that, there are different departments in the Indian Engineering Service, like Central Public Works Department, CPWD, where you will be dealing with various government properties. You are while constructing the properties and maintaining them. And CWC, Central Water Commission. You have to know what are the departments which are being offered by the engineering services or say SSC, JE or RRB before doing, because you are going to allot 1 year or 2 years of your education, or you have to go for coaching, or you have to prepare for them. For that, you have to know what are the roles you have to serve there. Before that, you have to know what are the roles you have to serve. So in Indian Engineering Service, we have CPWD and Central Water Commission, like Ministry of Roads and Transport and Highways. More, it will be dealing with the construction of roads and bridges. And see, we have IS 456 for construction of buildings. We have IS 800 for construction of steel structures or study of steel structures. Ministry of Road Transport and Highways collaborates with IRC, Indian Road Congress, and publishes some codes like IRC 5, IRC 6, and IRC 7. IRC 5 for general definition of bridges, IRC 6 for general loads and combinations on bridges, IRC 73 for geometric design of curves. Like that, they will be collaborating with the IRC and they will be giving. So your role will be depending upon the vacancy and the requirement of the MOT. Military Engineering Services, Border Roads Organization. You will be constructing and maintaining the roads in the borders. Survey of India. It may be any land, it may be photogrammetric survey, it may be hydrographic survey. It will be depending upon the vacancy. Indian Ordnance Factory Services and Indian Railway Service of Engineers. Now, from the last. Now, can you hear me? Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Indian Railway Service of Engineers, IRSC. This is now being conducted as separate exam. Once you get selected as RRB JE or RRB SSE, you will be working under an IRS in a separate division. And after that, we have some public sector undertakings such as Airport Authority of India, IOCL, NBCC, National Building Construction Corporation, ONGC. You will have different roles, like you may have assistant engineer role, or you may have management trainee role, or you may have assistant executive engineer role. There will be different roles. In IOCL or in HPCL, you may have to maintain the quarters, you may have to go for the water, you have to check out for the water supply lines, you have to maintain the roads. It depends upon the vacancy arises in that public sector. We have some other exams, like we have other institutions like BEL, BHEL, DFCCL. DFCCL also conducts its own exam. DFCCL stands for Dedicated Freight Corridor Corporation of India Limited, in which civil engineers have huge scope in their institution. And after that, coming to the public service commissions, here I'm dealing with only Andhra Pradesh and Telangana state governments. We have different public service commissions. We have different departments. R&B deals with roads and buildings, and Panchayati Raj, which deals with roads, buildings in the rural areas. Water Resources Department, INC, Irrigation and Community Area Development, Command Area Development. So Water Resource Department will be dealing with how much water to be released and how much water to be delivered to the farmers, how much water to be stored for drinking water purposes, and everything will be taken care of by the Water Resource Department. Public Health and Municipal Engineering Department, they'll be dealing mainly with the municipalities. Like in Andhra Pradesh, we have Vizag municipality, Guntur municipality. Like that, we have some certain municipalities. They'll be only PH and ME departments will be in the only district headquarters or municipality headquarters. And main one is our Tribal Welfare Department. They'll be constructing the roads in the tribal areas, and they'll be doing departmental works and developmental activities in the tribal areas. And Rural Water Supply and Sanitation. Rural Water Supply Sanitation Department. This one you will be dealing with construction of water tanks, construction of pipelines, water supply systems, and sanitation and drainage systems in the village level. Town Planning and Survey, Lands and Settlements you will be recruited as Assistant Director. You will be dealing with how to plan the towns, new towns which will be coming. If you see the any new housing scheme by government or state government or central government, you will be planning those. Survey and lands and settlement you will be doing in the rural areas. And we have two other departments in the AP like AP Genco and AP Transco. These are electrical departments. AP Genco is generation of power, AP Transco is transmission of power. In that also we civil engineers have a huge scope. They separately recruit their people depending upon their exam. From next year, it will be recruiting based on the GATE score. And we have some second corporations like police housing, medical infrastructure development, tourism development, AP TITCO, housing corporation, warehousing, etc. We'll have, they'll be, and people will not be recruited directly into these departments. The people from the R&D, PR department, they'll be deputed as assistant executive engineers or assistant engineers or deputy engineers or chief engineers as in these departments, because corporations don't recruit directly. And if you see the Public Service Commission, Andhra Pradesh has APPSC. It is also APPSC is also a constitutional body which is written in the constitution. Telangana has TSPSC. Like Uttar Pradesh has UPPSC. Likewise, every state has its own PSC, and different departments and different roles are dependent on the completely on the state government, which is the complete body, which is the main body to decide the job roles. And before knowing after knowing what are the departments being offered, we have to know what is the exam pattern for the exams. What is highest cadre is IAS that an engineer can get. For that, you have to know the first syllabus. It is a 3-tier exam: prelims, mains, and interview. Prelims we have two sessions, and mains we have 2 sessions, and personality test is 1 session. In prelims we have general studies and engineering aptitude for 200 marks and core for 300 marks. The core subject is complete core, like building materials, everything will be there. In mains, it will be divided into two papers: structural paper and non-structures. It will be conventional. It is offline paper. The total exam will be conducted for 1300 marks. The qualification marks will be depending on the number of students appeared and number of people qualified, number of vacancies are raised. It will be dependent upon completely on the commission. And now coming to the IAS exam syllabus. So general studies and engineering aptitude. Previously, the syllabus used to be Indian history, Indian polity, and Indian geography, economy, everything. It was used to be the syllabus. From 2017, the syllabus has been changed. So it is. So if you see the syllabus, it is covering every aspect of every engineering. See, current issues of national and international importance. Current national importance means we have some acts, some farm bills are going on, some andolans have been going on. So these all comes under the national issues. International importance means how are the relations of India with the other countries, and what are the national games or international games are being conducted. For example, if we have Tokyo, the questions will not be like who won gold for India in Tokyo Olympics. The question will never be like this. The questions will be like indirect questions. When was the first Olympic happened? Where was the first Olympic happened? Who inaugurated the first Olympic? The questions will be indirect questions. So if you are going for a current issues, you have to know the roots of the current issue. Like if you are going for Ashes series, Ashes series is between India and England and Australia. So when was the first series happened? Like that, it will be there. And after that, engineering aptitude and logical reasoning. This one you can easily clear this. And third one is engineering mathematics and numerical analysis. This one you will be dealing with matrices, numerical differential equations, and you have jet transforms, Laplace transforms, Newton-Raphson method, Gauss-Jordan method. This is also somewhat bit easier when compared to the other subjects. And you have general principles of drawing, design, and importance of safety. Yes. Drawing, you have studied in your engineering first year. Projection of points, projection of lines, projection of planes, solids, etc. will be there. And importance of safety. What are the safety measures you have to take while considering a high-rise building? Or what are the safety measures you have to take while you are in a factory? What are the safety measures you have to take while you are dealing with hazardous substances? These all type of questions will be coming from this fourth subject. And fifth subject, if you manufacture a product or if you are going to manufacture a product, what are the quality measures and quality standards you have to take while doing production and construction maintenance? You will be having the questions of such kind from this fifth and basics of energy and environment. This is the most dynamic topic. People can, you can say, like, see, we have some renewable energy resources. Now, we have some international conventions on conservation of biodiversity, conservation of wetlands. Then there are so many topics which are dynamic in nature. They are come under the energy and environment. And basics of the project management, which is very much easier for you because you might have studied in your 3-1 or 3-2 or 4-1 might be construction project management. Every questions will be related to that only, so you can easily attempt this subject. And 8th one is basics of material science and engineering. In BTech first year, in or enter second year, maybe you might have studied about p-diodes and diodes. What are how the diodes are, how the electrons and neutrons transfer, how the photons and will be transferring. These all will be coming under this material science and engineering. This material science belongs to mechanical engineering. And if you see the basics of energy and environment is completely depend upon it is completely a course of civil engineering department. And if you see the ICT, in information and communication technologies, you'll be dealing with the very recent technologies such as blockchain technology, artificial intelligence, artificial neural networks. You'll be facing the questions from these units. And the final one is ethics and values in engineering profession. What are the rules to be followed by the NIES or an engineer? What are the moral values that should be there for an engineering profession? These all will be coming under general studies. It will be for 200 marks. Native marking will be there for 1/3. And second, we have mains. As I said, we have mains. We have divided mains paper as 2 papers: paper 1 and paper 2. Paper 1 deals with structural part, and paper 2 deals with non-structural. Whole structural and non-structural will be taken for will be considered for the paper 2 in prelims. If once you clear the paper 1, once you clear the prelims only, you are eligible to appear for the mains. Once you clear the mains, then only you will be able to appear for the personality test. So in building materials, we have certain building materials such as we have lime, cement, sand, coarse aggregate, timber, paints. We have to know what are the physical compositions and what are the chemical compositions, what is the manufacturing processes. If you alter the chemical composition, what are the effects that are going to happen in the final product. If you reduce the chemical composition or if you increase the composition, what are the final effects that are going to affect. You have to know thoroughly. You have to know in this building materials. In solid mechanics, that is simple. You will get some simple stresses, principal stresses, and torsion and cylinders that will be there. In structural analysis, slope deflection method, moment distribution, static determinacy, kinematic indeterminacy, that will be there. In design of steel structures, you will be having bolted connections, welded connections, gusset plates, and girders and everything will be there. Design of concrete structures, as you know, beams, one-way slabs, two-way slabs. You'll be dealing with slabs. You will be dealing with masonry structures and construction planning and management. I hope everyone is very good at construction planning and management because it's very simple and very easiest topic. And while coming with the mains paper 2, you'll have FM, HM, hydropower. There is no much need to deal with. You have to read every topic and every you have to know the syllabus, and you have to read every topic, and you have to read every subtopic for clearing IES examination. And after that, once you clear the mains examination, you will be called for 1:2 interview for interview. So after that, once you clear the interview, they will be publishing a merit list. On that basis, you will be selected in your complete department. And GATE syllabus. Why I am discussing GATE syllabus here is, as I said, there are many PSUs which are recruiting based on the GATE syllabus. We have different. We have 65 questions. The GATE pattern consists of 65 questions of 100 marks. Out of which 30 questions will be of one mark and 35 questions will be of 2 marks. The syllabus is same. Numerical ability in mathematics. In structural engineering, you will deal with same masonry structures, steel structures, In construction project management, everything you'll be dealing. In geotechnical, you'll be dealing with shear stresses and what are the properties of soils and foundation. Everything you'll be dealing in the geotechnical engineering. And water resource engineering, groundwater hydrology irrigation, you'll be dealing with water resource engineering, environmental wastewater and waste treatment of wastewater and treatment of raw water you'll be dealing with in the environmental. And apart from this, there are some new topics like air pollution and control and sound pollution and control are there in the environmental engineering. And transportation engineering, geometric design of highways and traffic studies, and construction or structural design of pavements will be there in the transportation engineering. In geomatics, we will be dealing with the survey engineering. And if you see the pattern of the gate examination, the gate exam will be for 3 hours, like 180 minutes. There will be total 65 questions. There are two types of questions: multiple choice questions and numerical answer type (NAT) questions. For numerical answer type questions, you will not have negative marking. For MCQs only, you will have negative marking. For 1 mark questions, negative marking will be 1/3, and for 2 mark questions, negative marking will be 2/3. We have 3 sections such as general aptitude, general mathematics, engineering mathematics, and our subject specialization. This is the form of syllabus of the gate pattern. And if you come to the SSC JE, Self Selection Commission JE, junior engineer, you will be recruited as I told. What are all the departments which are there in IES? You will be recruited as you will be recruited in as junior in the same department. So you will be working under an IES. For this, we have 2 papers: paper 1 and paper 2. Paper 1 is completely online based. It is multiple choice questions, and the native marking is there. Of 1/4 of the question will be as native marking. Paper 2 is descriptive paper. It is completely offline. It will be the questions will be given from different subjects. You have to answer them in 300 in 120 minutes. And paper 1 for 200 marks. The total exam is for 500 marks. The merit list will be given based on the marks you get in the 500 marks. The SSC JE syllabus. If you see the syllabus. Yeah. In the such as I told is history of India, history of India, culture and geography, economic science, for general polity, everything will be there in SSC JE, and general aptitude will be there. This is of the paper 1, and part 2 is of building materials estimation cost. These paper 1 and paper 2 will be of prelims, and for mains you will have this syllabus like building materials estimation costing, surveying, soil mechanics, hydraulics, irrigation engineering, transportation engineering, environmental engineering, structural engineering, theory of structures will be there. So depending upon the syllabus and depending upon the pattern of the examination, you have to prepare and you have to strategize your preparation schedule. And after that, RRBJE. RRBJE, you have 2 tests. Both tests are completely computer based and online tests. Paper 1 and paper 2. In paper 1, you'll have only general type questions: mathematics, general intelligence, general awareness, and general science. You have to clear CBT 1 to appear for CBT 2. CBT 2 will be of 150 questions, and on 50 marks, you have to attempt this in 120 minutes. Your marks in CBT 1 will not affect your final selection, because final selection will be based on your merit on the CBT 2. Whatever marks you get in the CBT 2 will be considered for your final selection. So CBT 1 is just a qualification paper. Once you qualify the CBT 1, no marks will, your CBT 1 marks will not be considered in your selection. And after coming to APPSA exams, we have 2 different cadres, AE and AEE. AE is assistant engineer, which is of a diploma cadre, and AEE is assistant executive engineer, which is of BTech cadre. In AE, we have 2 papers, FM. First paper is GS. In GS, we will be dealing with history of India in compliance with history of Andhra Pradesh. Economy of India in compliance with economy of Andhra Pradesh. Geography of India in compliance with geography of Andhra Pradesh. And in 2014, bifurcation has been happened, and there was a bifurcation act in 2014. So you have to be thoroughly with the 108 sections of the bifurcation act while attempting the exam. And paper 2 is fluid mechanics and strength of materials only. And for AEE and AE, first 2 papers are common. And for AEE, assistant executive engineer, there is a extra paper that is core remaining all subjects other than FM and SM will be there for the. Quickly, we will have a glance on AEE syllabus. See, events of national and international importance, current affairs, national, international, regional, general science, political history of India, emphasis on Indian national movement, e-governance, economic development of India, physical geography, and main thing is bifurcation of Andhra Pradesh. What are the factors and what are the political influences which has been happened after bifurcation of Andhra Pradesh? What are the economical losses has been happened to Andhra Pradesh after the bifurcation? These all will be coming in. These all will be coming in your gender studies. While coming to the paper 2, strength of materials, you will be having a brief introduction to everything. Every topic will be here. You have to be thorough with every topic in this FM and SM because this is the scoring subject. See, strength of materials and fluid mechanics and machinery will have weightage of 150 marks, and remaining all core subjects will have weightage of 150 marks. So you can understand the importance of FM and SM in the AWE examination. In a examination, both papers will have equal importance. 150 questions, and you will be having 150 minutes per paper, and negative marking of one third will be there for every wrong answer you make. And these are the different types of exams and different type of exam patterns which have been covered. I have covered most of the exam patterns in India which have been offered to civil engineers or fresh or entry level engineers. And after that, we will be dealing with how to prepare for the how to initiate the preparation. So how to initiate your preparation? Before initiating the preparation, you have to ask yourself, like for what exam you are going to appear for. Depending upon that only, you have to develop a strategy to crack the exam. See, because technical syllabus will be same for every exam, but general studies and general aptitude will be different for exam to exam. As you have seen in previous slides, for IES, general studies, general science and general studies of engineering aptitude for IES, we have ICT, PPM, design and drawing and safety, everything will be there. But when you see the SSCJ, we have Indian history, economy, polity, and English. So you have to know, or first you have to decide yourself for which exam you are going to appear, and you have to prepare your plan according to that. If you are going to appear for APPSC, you have to give some emphasis on Andhra Pradesh events also. And after that, after fixing your goal, you must have a plan. How you are going to achieve your plan. Focus and hard work are the very much important factors in achieving your goal. Without focus and without hard work, how much you plan or how much you plan to achieve your goal, it is a waste of time and effort. If you have focus and hard work with dedication and perseverance, it all will keep you in your right path to achieve your goal. So first thing you have to have is plan. If you have a plan to achieve your goal, for that you have to have a focus with hard work, and you have to maintain that focus and hard work in your journey of your preparation. If you could maintain the focus and hard work with the perseverance in your journey of preparation, then only you will be able to achieve the goal. And see, like achieving your goal or cracking the examination is not an easy task. You have to give your time. Like, see, for achieving one thing, you have to sacrifice few things. Like, you have to sacrifice your time. You have to sacrifice your social media. You have to come out of your comfort zone. You have to get let go of your ego and overconfidence. So when you sacrifice all these, it will be easier for you to achieve your goal because you will not have any distractions in your way of preparation. So what I say is, it's better to start early. Why I said it is better to start early? It is very much important to take the first step earliest, because you might be wondering how to prepare for the GATE or ESE or anything. If you start for the preparation early, you'll have enough time to prepare the schedule. You have to check the syllabus. You have to make the things at a pace which you have to cope up with the pace that you are comfortable. If you are not comfortable with the pace you are going in, whatever the effort you are going to keep, you are going to lose your content. So you have to know the pace which is you are comfortable at, and you have to go with that pace. And another advantage or another main thing about starting of the preparation early is you'll be able to allot much time to your studies and focus on revision. Revision is very much important in the final days of your preparation. And if you revise more, you will be in your top conditions during the examination. Therefore, if you start early, And if you start early, you will have better time. And remember that you shouldn't put off your things for tomorrow or day after tomorrow. It will all lag your preparation. And after that, after knowing this, see, yeah, how to know you have to know your exam. Think of your exam as a war. You will soon be battling. Yes, being fully prepared about what you are going to face is very important. Like, think for example, you are going to attempt IES. So for this, consider your IES exam as your opponent. So to win over him, you need to know everything about him. So what is the everything about him? What is the basic syllabus and what is the basic exam pattern? What are the important elements? So after that, you will be practicing. After knowing all that, you will be familiar with starting off with your preparation. While the exam pattern give you idea about how the examination is going to happen, and the syllabus will allow you to know what are the topics you have to study and what are the topics you might have to give more importance. This will be help in preparation of your schedule. So you have to know your opponent. That means you have to know the syllabus and basic exam pattern of the exam. So after knowing this, you can prepare.
Sir, can you tell syllabus of exam?
Which exam? Which exam?
IES.
IES generally we have to like 3 tiers. First tier is general science, general studies and engineering aptitude.
Sir, can you share the PDF that syllabus on group?
Yeah, sure. Why
Please.
not? Yeah, sure. No issues. I'll share after the presentation.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. And after knowing your exam, you have to know which topic has more weightage. Yes. Check for weightage topics. Which topic has more weightage? After knowing the syllabus, the next step is to understand the topic of weightage for the exam you are going to appear for. Some of the topics in the syllabus have more weightage. Some of the topics might have less weightage. So you have to consider more. You have to keep considerable effort on the topics which have more weightage. For this, what we have to do to know the weightage topics, we have to go through the previous question papers and see how the topics and syllabus have been divided and how much questions are given from the topic, and you have to note them everything, and you have to prepare the schedule. Depending upon that, you have to know what are the weightage topics, and you have to allot more time to gain more marks in the examination. And like, see, if there are some topics which might not have some more weightage, but they will be having less weightage. You shouldn't. But people, you all should remember that no topic should be ignored. If you ignore the topic, you will be losing 1 mark. Even 1 mark difference can make you difference in ranks. Like there may be a difference of 100 ranks. We don't know the competition. So even 1 mark or even 0.5 mark also makes a difference in the competition level, where people of 2 lakhs or 3 lakhs will be appearing for the examination. So there will be more chances that you will be losing your grip on the final selection. And after going through the weightage of topics, you have to fix your study schedule. Yes. And after, you should strategize a study schedule for your how to prepare for your exam. You have to personalize which works for you. You have a study schedule which works for you. You have to prepare that. It should be created such that various topics and various units have to be differentiated as per your preference. So having if you have a proper study schedule ready, you will be able to track your progress. You can track your progress daily, or you can track your progress monthly, and your consideration with your desired performance. If you are desiring 5 units per week, and if you track your current performance, if your current performance and desired performance are equal, then it is fine. If your current performance is less than the desired performance, then you might have to improve your study plan. Like that. So if you fix a study schedule, this will lessen the chances of diverting from the preparation. And as I told, you have to keep daily targets and weekly targets to track your progress. And you have to divide subjects don't give equal time for every topic, because there are some topics you might feel easy and there are some topics you might feel very difficult. So you have to allot more time. Your schedule should be such that you have to allot more time for the topics which you might feel difficult, because the difficult once you crack your difficult questions, the confidence level you get after the cracking the difficult topics, that is the next level confidence you will get. So after getting that confidence, you can easily solve the remaining topics also. And in your study schedule, you make sure that you practice or revise mock tests, and you give some slots for the preparation. Once you prepare your study schedule, and you have to study the subjects. For that, you have to pick correct reference materials. Yes. During the preparation, you can refer like we have subject in undergraduation, like I mean your BTech level or BG level, you will be dealing with some certain textbooks or certain reference books. Those textbooks only will be you can refer for the examination, because the syllabus is more or less same for the competitive exams. And you have to take some online classes, or you can see some interviews of previous GATE aspirants or previous GATE people who cracked GREC or who cracked IES. You can see the interviews, and you can know their source of reference materials. So you can follow if it is working for you. And for that, you have to once you prepare the study schedule, you have to pick the correct reference materials for your study. And after that, what are what are your strengths? It's like, see, it's better for you to understand what will be your strong points in the preparation. It's like for me, I would like to do FM and HM more faster than the other subjects. So if I get some more time, I'll be doing it very quick. Like that, you will have some subjects which you will be doing it very, very quick often. So if you give some more time or some more revision on this topic, when a question comes from the topic, it will be easy to crack it in the examinations, and you can use the remaining time in the other topics in the examination. You can also focus like scoring marks into compulsory sections of for example, we have GATE examination. We have in GATE we have two compulsory sections such as in numerical and verbal ability and engineering mathematics. If you focus on these, you will be getting easily 30 marks. Out of 30 marks, if you could score 20 marks also, it will be easier for you to qualify for the examination. So after knowing this, and you'll be during the preparation, you will be having certain doubts or very, very confusions. For that, you have to consult your faculty, teachers, or you can go through the web sources, or you can go for the discussion with the friends or fellow students who are preparing with you. Why I told you have to let go of your ego and overconfidence. Here only it will be helpful. If you have ego, or if you have ego, you will not be able to discuss with your friends or fellow students. So because of that, you will be not knowing the topic. You will not be knowing the topic. So if you let go of ego, you can easily discuss. You can freely move on, or you can freely discuss with your friends and know the syllabus and the doubts clear. And see, and why you have to discuss with your friends is you can easily track their progress, and you can compare them. You can compare yourself with them. If they are ahead of you, you should take them as a motivation or inspiration. You should be working more, and you have to overtake them in their preparation. If you have to move friendly with the faculty and teachers, because they'll be teaching some thousands of students, thousands and lakhs of students. They'll know what are the doubts students may get, and they can easily clear your confusion. And web sources, YouTube, there are so many YouTube channels and so many Instagram pages, and everything will be there. They'll be clearing your doubts. So you can take off anything and you can go for it. If you could get your doubts clear with your friends, well and good. If not, you can go with the web sources. If your doubts still not clear, then you can go with your faculty or teachers. And you have to consult you have to clear anyone. Like, see, you may be fourth year student or you may be third year student. Your doubt may be cleared by the 1 year one student lesser than you, like younger than you. You must not feel any ego, or you must not feel anything to ask him, because you are asking him in the technical point of view. He might be stronger in some aspect and you might be stronger in some aspect. So you never feel ego or confidence or self. You don't take it as a self-respect point of view. Just ask him and clear your doubts, because it is your career point of view you are going through it. And see, when you clear the topics, you'll be in a different level of zone where you'll be have a different confidence. So with that confidence, you can easily go for other questions also. So everything, you have fixed the study schedule, you have pick the correct reference materials and your faculty and your consulted friends for your clearing of doubts, and everything is there, and your preparation is being done successfully. And the most important thing in preparation is revision. Revision is very must. It's all about connecting dots. Why it's all about connecting dots, I'll tell you. See, one of the most important factors in your preparation is revision. You have to give enough time for to revise your topics and chapters so that everything should be staying fresh in mind. Like in your schedule, you keep 1.5 hour or 2 hours for your revision schedule only. Whether whatever you study to the whatever the subject you studied today, you have to revise it in tomorrow, so that your yesterday's topic will be stays fresh in your mind. So you have to keep like at least 2 to 3 hours in your schedule for revision time. So if you allot a few hours in daily schedule, it will help you understand the topics in more, and it can easily help you progressing in your preparation. And see, if you read a topic, you'll be having a perspective. If you read a topic again for the while during the revision, you'll be seeing it in the different perspective. And if you are reading it for the third time, you'll be seeing in the different perspective. If you could connect all the perspectives about a single topic, you will see that problem. If you see the topic in the different dimensions, you'll be able to crack any question that is coming on the topic. So so for that, what you have to do. If a topic you have studied, you have to practice different type of questions. So for that, if any question is coming, you know all the directions of the topic, and you'll be easily able to crack the examination or the question. So if you could revise, and if you could give a certain amount of time, if you connect if you could connect all the times you revise, it will be easier for you to remember the things. And time management is key factor. Whether you studied everything and you perfectly, and you are very good for the preparation, or you are very good for the examination, it won't be sufficient if you cannot manage time properly. Since the examination is for only 3, it may be for 3 hours, or it may be for 2.5 hours. And if you see SSC JE examination, it is for 2.5 hours. If you see 𝗵𝗵𝘃𝗃 exam, it is for 2.5 hours. So depending upon that, you have to schedule your time. Whatever the exam you are going to appear for, you have to manage your time accordingly. If time is not managed properly, there is a high chance of all questions not being answered. Sometimes there is a high chance of questions not being read down. So you have to manage time properly. For that, what I used to do is, while preparing the papers or while doing the mock test, I used to give a star marking: 1 star, 2 star, and 3 star. There are questions which are of 1 star, that questions you can, after seeing the questions, you can easily answer them. So I'll keep them as 1 star. So while answering the question paper, or while reading the question paper only, I'll answer the 1 star questions and we'll go. And after coming to the 2 star questions, will need a little bit of calculation or little bit of thinking you may need. So for that, I'll be keeping as 2 star. And the 3 star questions I'll be keeping, because there is a considerable amount of effort or considerable amount of time there must be, or they might be kept on the question to crack the question. So I'll be keeping them as 3 star. So while reading the paper, I'll attempt all the 1 star questions first, and I'll write the 2 star questions on a paper. And while reading the question paper for the second time, I'll concentrate only on the 2 star questions, because 2 star questions will be because very considerable, very small amount of time to be given. I can easily crack the 2 star questions, and after that, I'll be going to the 3 star questions. After clearing the 3 star questions, there will be some questions, like there are some questions which no one can attempt. Like very few can attempt the questions, so you just leave them. You concentrate on the 1 star, 2 star, and 3 star questions only, because in every exam you will be having certain questions which cannot be attempted by everyone. So just leave them. You don't disappoint or don't get demotivated by seeing those questions. Just grade your questions and plan accordingly. For time management, you have to do so many mock tests. See how many mock tests you are going and how much time you are being utilizing in the mock test, and you keep a time constraint. Take some questions. Just try to solve the questions in the time constraint only, then you will be able to manage time properly. By practicing the time management, you will ensure that this time management disappointment because of lack of time management, they shouldn't be coming between your chances of scoring well in the exam. If you manage time well, you will be having a confidence with the confidence you can happily score well in the examinations. If you see the questions and if you give 3-star questions more time than the 2-star questions, or if you give more time to the questions which you should not be giving, then you'll be losing so much time. If you lose the time, you will be losing the marks, because the time you are using for 3-star questions, there are some other guys which are using the same time for 1-star and scoring well in the 1-star and 2-star questions. So you have to know this factor. Meanwhile, preparation also, while you are enjoying while in the preparation period, if you are enjoying, just remember the factor that the period you are enjoying, the same time the fellow aspirants are using the time to prepare, so they are going ahead of you. So just so keep your time and keep your things and everything in your control, and don't try to waste time. Just if you waste time, you'll be having, because you will be keeping considerable amount of time, like 1.5 year or 1 year, you'll be preparing for the exam to crack it. If you are wasting the time in that 1 year, you'll not only be wasting your time and effort, you'll be wasting your parents' money and parents' efforts. So keep that in your mind while preparing for the exam. And main thing is physical and mental health. How much ever you prepare, how much ever you manage time, how much ever you have a fixed schedule, whatever may be your level of preparation, if you are sick at the time of examination, you will not be able to do anything, or you will not be doing well in the examination. So keep your physical and mental health very so be conscious about your physical and mental health. So make sure you eat healthy food and get good enough sleep, and take necessary breaks in the study sessions. And you can, like some guys may like singing, some guys may like dancing. Like you just give a gap of 5 to 10 minutes in your preparation session. What are some extracurricular? You may go for the extracurricular activities in the break session. Like I used to play like PUBG. I used to play in 10 to 15 minutes match. I used to play during my preparation. So like PUBG was my relaxing session. So you might have your different session. You might have you running, or you might have skipping. So something which activates your body and brain. So keep that as extracurricular activity, and while preparing for the examinations. Whatever may be the previous topics we have discussed, they are nothing in front of this physical and mental health. Because if you are physically and mentally sound, you can prepare for any exam, or you can go to any field. If you are good at the previous thing, and if you are not good at this physical and mental health, you can't do anything in any, like in government sector and private sector, anything, you can't do anything. So first thing you have to give preference is physical and your mental health. These are how to prepare for these examinations. These are the steps how to prepare for the examinations. But the next topic which I'm going to deal is self-assessment, which is the most important, very much important for any examination pattern or any exam. You have to go through it, because without self-assessment you can't do anything. So yes, self-assessment is vital for preparation. Like it is a technique to judge your level of preparation, or you can judge your level of preparation based on the precise criteria. You can perform better depending upon your performance. Self-assessment, like it is nothing but to take the mock test and assess the score and measure your level of preparation. And you have to monitor yourself, and it is very important to know that what are the areas of your weakness, what are the areas of your strength, and make preparations accordingly to improve your score. So you have to know while doing the mock test only, you'll be knowing all the things. If you do the mock test, your time management will be good. If you do the mock test, you'll know your areas of weakness and your areas of strength. See, the mock tests are very much helpful in the preparation. And see, another criteria for like self-evaluation or self-judging is like I told, you have to keep a target at the month of day, or at the end of month, or at the end of week. So you have to see, this is my desired performance. I have to get into this topic, or you have to complete this task, or I have to do this. And you have to just assess yourself. Okay, this is my target, and this is where I have come. so far. So what is the gap between my desired performance and what is the gap? What is the desired gap between, like, what is the gap between my desired performance and current performance? What are the things I have to do to improve my performance? All you have to get into it. Like, see, if you are aware of your strength, and if you are aware of your weaknesses, if you are aware of your skills and abilities, if you are aware of your interests, values, and goals, you can keep certain. You can make some changes in your study schedule so that you will be managing your strengths and weaknesses. Before preparing for any competitive examinations, we must look into that mock test and evaluate where we stand. And this awareness makes ourselves to focus more on the weaker section and do more practice to improve our performance. If you do the more on the weaker sections, we will be able to score good on them. So it will increase our confidence. So with that confidence, you can crack other exams also. So this is the self-assessment is very much vital for the preparation. So you have to assess daily. You have to keep daily goals. Like I used to keep goals. Like I used to keep daily goals, like I'll eat ice cream or I'll eat a chocolate if I complete 2 chapters today. Like for weekly, I used to keep I'll eat biryani on Friday if I could complete 2 subjects by Friday. Like that, I'll go to movie if I complete 2 subjects in a month. Like that, I used to keep some goal targets. While achieving the target, if you achieve the target, you'll have some fruit. Like if I could complete the 2 chapters by the end of the, I'll have ice cream. The taste of ice cream, whatever whether it may be vanilla, strawberry, it will be taste as very much precious to me, because I have achieved my goal. Because for that goal, I have a fruit of success is my ice cream. Whether it's a chocolate. At the end of the day, I used to get biryani. The biryani used to taste very much better when I used to eat in the normal sessions. So keep your goals, keep your targets. For that, keep some fruits so that you'll be going and you'll be getting your appreciation for your appreciation after getting your goal. So self-assessment is very much vital for the preparation. And these are all the topics. So you have to, these are all the things you have to remember. And results which will be completely dependent on 60% of hard work and 35% of smart work and 5% of luck. Hard work is, you have to get into the every topic of your syllabus, and you have to know it for the first time. So for the first time and second time, it will be hard work. You have to do hard work and you have to know every topic and everything you have to know. And after doing the hard work, you will be doing the smart work from the 3rd or 4th revision, because you know the weaker sections, you know the stronger sections. You will be allotting good amount of time to the good amount of time to the weaker sections, so that you will be scoring more in the weaker sections also. So that is 2. And 5% is luck. 5% luck, it completely depends. Like you have to pray to the God. Like, God, I have done for 95% of work from side. कुछ तो करिए for me, मुझे लिए कुछ तो करिए. Like, do something for me. So you have to have faith in your God. You may be Christian or Hindu or anything. You just have faith in the Almighty. So it will give you a strength to prepare. That's it. There's nothing more than that. So with that strength, you can happily prepare for the examination. And after this, the main things you have to remember is timetable. You have to make the short notes while preparing. You have to revise the short notes. You have to practice which are the topics which you are lagging. You have to practice mock tests. From that mock test, you have to analyze which topics are you are lagging and which topics are you are good at, and get a perfect sleep. Because if you have a perfect sleep, you will be able to keep your mind fresh and mind healthy. Then only you can easily keep yourself reading every time and stay motivated. You can watch out like some previous IES toppers interviews or even civil service toppers interviews. Everything you can know the source of motivation. See, one thing I can tell you is no one is going to motivate you unless you motivate yourself, because self motivation is the best thing you can do. Because whose effort you are going to, you are keeping your effort, you are keeping your time, you are keeping your money, you are sacrificing your happiness, like your social media and everything you are sacrificing. Why are you expecting someone to motivate you? Just motivate yourself. You have to keep goals. you start working towards the goal. You have short-term goal, you have a medium-term goal, you have a long-term. Long-term goal is cracking the exam. Medium-term or short-term goals are cracking some, preparing or completing the subjects or topics. So like that, you have to prepare and stay motivated. You have to motivate yourself. No one is going to motivate you. So stay motivated, stay happy, have a perfect sleep, eat healthy, everything you have to do. So with this, I'm concluding the session. And see, this is just you all might have to know, might already know this. If you increase 1% day by day after 1 year, you'll be 38 times of your current. Your performance will be 38 times of your current performance. If you don't increase anything, you will be like what is the current performance? Your current performance will be equal to your performance at the end of 1 year. If you do less than 1% of your today's performance after 1 year, see, you're almost zero. Your value is zero. So decide yourself. You are going to do 1% better than today, or you are going to do 1% less than today, or you are going to stay in the same as you are. So it depends upon you. To motivate yourself, try to do at least 1% better than the previous day. You will be seeing the fruitful results at the end of the day. And this is my Instagram handle where I'll be like interacting with the students. I'll drop this in the chat box. You can follow, or you can DM me for any additional information or clarification of any doubts. And first thing, and I must have to thank and appreciate Srinivas Reddy for this beautiful initiative offer to encourage and guide students. And thank you. And now we'll have a Q&A session, which is completely interactive session. You can throw your questions in the chat box, or you can throw questions directly on me. So we'll be having some chat session now. Thank you. You can go for questions now, if anyone has.
Thanks for the detailed and thoughtful presentation, sir. Now, students, you can pose your questions one by one.
Hello. Hello, sir.
Yes. Tell me.
Sir, most of the students don't know what syllabus we have to prepare for the competitive exam. Please tell that syllabus now on group.
Yes. Sure. See, you have to know what exam you are going to appear for the. See, what exam you are going to appear for. For IES, I have written syllabus here. See.
Sir, please share that PDF.
Yeah, sure. I'll be sharing with this Bhavanams. They'll be sharing with you. No issues in that. I'll be sharing with this Bhavanam. So you just you'll be having this material. You'll be having all the syllabus, and there will be materials with the Bhavanam. So you can contact them to get them. Yes. Any more questions from anyone? Like somebody asked, what is the future of APPSC AEE and its vacancies? Yes, like in R&B department only we have 200 to 250 vacancies as of now. We don't know when is the government going to recruit. Let's hope for the best. And in August we will be getting notification for assistant engineers in AP Public Health and the Municipal Engineering departments for 196 posts. You can apply and you can go for them. Yes, sir. Can you please explain the procedure to apply for masters in foreign? Like what exam should be? I'm really sorry, Mr. Civil. I'm really not aware of them. What about KPS? Is this KPS is Kerala PSC or Karnataka PSC? Ms. 𝗵𝗶𝗃𝗻𝗄.
Yeah, Ajay sir, someone will ask about foreign, right? Foreign abroad education. Yeah,
Yes,
guys, please stay with us. We will make that session as well in upcoming days.
Yeah,
okay,
that's
so don't try some other questions in this. So try to stick with whatever the concept we deliver here. So definitely we will consider all your requests. So in this chat box, so we will share our PDF feedback form. So there you can give all your suggestions, all your feedbacks. So definitely we will consider that, and we will arrange all those which we suggested. Okay. So yeah, you can continue. Thank you.
Yeah. Yes. Karnataka PSC. Yeah, Karnataka PSC technical syllabus will be same as this one. In Karnataka PSC, you will have only AE, which is equal to AW in APPSC. In Karnataka, AE is equal to AW in APPSC. So you'll have.
Sir, for Maharashtra?
Maharashtra, you will have different. Same. Maharashtra also AE is equal to AW in this one. But in Maharashtra, there will not be. There are no departments like R&B like this. In Maharashtra, they will have PWD and like this will be there, I guess.
Sir, syllabus can you tell for PWD?
No, it's like the syllabus is same for PWC, like your water commission, everything syllabus will be same. Like technical syllabus will be there. And you have in Maharashtra, you have to clear Maharashtra exam also. Like Marathi exam also you have to clear. If you have cleared in your 10th class, or you have cleared in your any of your previous classes, there is no need to attempt for Maratha. And you have to know what is the Indian history. What you have to know what is the Maratha history, because Maharashtra history is very vast, because there are so many kings and there are so many great kings like Shivaji. You have to know the history of them. And if you see, yeah, Maharashtra is economical capital of India. So you will be having more questions on the economy that is being generated by the Maharashtra. So it will be like this, and the questions will be there.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, what about the vacancies? It will be depending upon the government, because the finance department have to approve for the vacancies. So government will be giving you vacancies depending upon that, Ms. 𝗵𝗶𝗃𝗻𝗄. Next, can you elaborate between NHA and MORTH? Yeah, NHA is all about construction and maintenance of highways, and MORTH deals with the guidelines. What are the guidelines to be followed while constructing the highways? Hope my explanation. Hope your doubt got cleared, Mr. 𝗍𝗶𝗃𝗍𝗶. Sorry.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Sir, I am on my preparation for GATE 2022.
Okay. Okay, tell me. And what is the syllabus for RRB JE? Yeah, Ms. Rosie, I'll be showing it right now. Yeah, as I told, there is two tests, CBT1. In CBT1, you will have just general mathematics and everything will be there. And in subject for civil engineering, you will have engineering, mechanics, building construction. See, the technical syllabus will be almost more or less same for every exam, and there will be a difference in only general studies part. It would be better option to appear between civils and GATE, Mr. Civils. Yeah, it is completely, there are two different streams. It depends upon your interest. GATE is completely of a technical and civils is completely of administrative side. So it is depending upon your ability and your capability and your parents' time and parents' efforts and your efforts. It's completely dependent on your choice only. Because civils is a long journey. GATE you can crack it in 1.5 year. Civils you must have to take coaching for 1 year, and for the exams and everything it will take 2 or 3 years. So it depends completely on your interest. Whether you can give time and you have ability to crack and you have confidence, you can go for civils, or you can happily go with the GATE.
Sir, sorry to interrupt you. students, you can give your valuable feedback over the form that I have posted in the chat box just now. So please do leave your feedback when you're going. That will be very much appreciated. Sir, you can go on. Thank you.
Yes. Which is most suitable job for girls? Yeah, Mr. Ranyal, it's like now people have been changing, and girls are taking very different roles in the civil engineering sites also. So which is most suitable, it is completely dependent on your choice. I would say you can go for field or you can go for designs also. Yet take some risks and have some confidence and have challenges and go for site, I would say, because it is a completely different field than the designs and everything. Or you can go to designs also. See, one more thing I want to tell you is, in private side also there are very good opportunities for the civil engineers. Not only government, in private side also you have very good opportunities if you are good at your subject and if you are good at your knowledge and confidence. First thing you have to have is management skills if you are willing to do it site. While solving, I'm unable to do some problems and get demotivated sometimes, Mr. Chandravardhan. Yes, that do happen. For that you have to revise the topic so many times, as many times as possible. You have to solve different type of questions. Write the topic, read the topic today, solve some questions. Tomorrow, when you wake up tomorrow, give 5 to 10 minutes for the same topic and do it today. If you do it for 3 to 4 days, you will be happy and you will be very good at the topic. Don't get demotivated, because these things do happen while doing the preparation. You have to keep your motivation. If you are not getting the problems, that means there is something you are lacking or some different perspective you are missing in that topic. So for that different perspective, you have to solve other problems other than the problems you are currently doing. How to get source for general studies from internet? You may not have complete syllabus. You have to buy some online courses from AS or Medici. Could you please share your challenges while preparing for AWE and how to handle them? It may help. Yes. Like, time was the main constraint while preparing for my preparation. It was completely, I was like, see, I gave up on my Instagram and Facebook. Like, I kept my passwords as 𝗵𝗵𝗃𝗃. Whenever I thought of opening my Facebook account or Instagram account, I have to type password 𝗵𝗵𝗃𝗃. That demotivates me to open the account. So there are simple things you can do to save your time. I used to go for a run, which activates your brain cells and you have to keep your body healthy. They're like it completely different, and sharing all the challenges, it won't be possible in the short time we have. Sorry, it is not R&D, it is R&B, roads and buildings, who actually plan and give estimations for road or bridges, like bridges estimations we will give. Girls can join QS tendering, interior structural design, highway designer, CAD designer. Yes, exactly. Very good. Nice, Panit Rajkumar. And any more questions? And I'll be sharing this PPT and syllabus with the Bhavanams. Yeah, is IS a worthwhile one in future? Yeah, obviously it is. It is the most desirable job, like entry level civil engineer. Yeah, there are challenges. Like if you go to border roads organization or military engineering, there are challenges, but you have to face them because life is full of challenges. You have to take some part. PSU jobs are suitable for girls or not? Yes, very much suitable because it's like type of the job they are going to offer. If they are going to offer management training, that is well and good. If they are going to offer you maintenance of your quarters and everything, it will be some hectic task because employees and everyone will be calling in the midnights and everything to clear. If any drainage issue there, they'll be calling in the midnight. You will not have holidays and everything will be there. So it depends upon the work nature you get in the PSU. It's like how much vast preparation I have gone through for an exam. After some period of time, it will be like everything. Why would it happen? Yes, that's what I was saying. Revision is must for your preparation time. You have to keep at least 2 to 3 hours. Yeah, just keep a short notes. When you have time, you just have it. You just have it on your mobile phone. You just scroll the pages. You'll be done. Like, see, in the last days of my preparation, last 15 to 20 days, my sleep timings were 10 night 10 to 4 o'clock. After 4 o'clock, I used to wake up. 4 to 4:30, I used to fresh up, and 4:30 to 7:30, I used to study everything. I used to revise things. 7:30, I used to have tea, and after 7:30 to 9 o'clock, I used to read again. And 9 to 9:30 breakfast. While having the breakfast, me and my friend used to discuss the current affairs. And again, after 9:30 to 12:30, I used to study again. 12:30 to 1:30, a lunch break, and I just used to relax for half an hour or 45 minutes, depending upon the lunch time which I had got. And after that, again, preparation. But like last days of preparation is very much essential for your preparation. And like, see, in exams, you may get very different topics. Like they may add some new topics in there, so you must concentrate on the new topics because there are many chances of getting questions from the new topics. Vacancies are going to be less year by year. Yes, because people are going the number of people who are going to retire are less. Soon they'll be recruiting more number of people because people will be retiring in 2024 or 25, so you can expect so many vacancies. And one more thing is IRAC is separated from IES, so you'll definitely have a less number of vacancies. Yes, ma'am. You can easily clear GATE with the 2.5 hours of preparation, but you'll not be able to get in the top 100 or top 500. We suggest some materials and resources that will help us during the preparation. Yes, like, see, apart from your textbook, you can follow your some coaching centers notes. Like we have some prestigious institutions like 𝗵𝗍𝗍, IES Masters, GATE Academy. You can follow the notes and you can follow the materials. That is more than enough. Yeah, will you respond if you message you personally? That I'm not sure because if I'm having some personal time, I may not respond. But I'll definitely respond in that Instagram page because I'll be operating it for 1 hour, half an hour to 1 hour in that. Is it really important to join in some huge institutions like AJR? Can find some issue? Yeah, it's like the level of preparation and level of confidence you have is completely matters. You don't need to go to AS or 𝗵𝗍𝗍. You can go to the online lectures and everything. Why I am suggesting to go to 𝗵𝗍𝗍 or AS or some institutions, because the faculty might have dealt with some thousands and lakhs of students. They'll give you a different perspective of every subject. So that's why I told you to go for them. That's okay. You can easily, like, clearing GATE is very much easy. Getting into the top 1,000 or 500 is a hectic task. You have to prepare very well advanced and very much. What are the rankings required for? Okay, it's like it completely depends. Sometimes you may get in the 2000 ranks, although sometimes you may not get in the 500 ranks also. It depends upon the number of vacancies arranges the team. Like if you could get in the below 500 or below 600, you can easily get in any of the PSUs. In Power Grid Corporation of India, PGCIL, you can get if you could get ranks below 1000 also. Here I'm posting my Instagram page link. If you're interested, you can contact me there. No, IOCL is not. No, everything. No, IOCL, BPCL, they are not. They are not civil PSUs, but there are jobs which are offered for civil members. Like I told you, maintenance of roads and construction of roads, construction of quarters, maintenance of drainage and sanitation, and maintenance of water supply in the IOCL. There will be different roles like management training and assistant engineer or specific engineer. They'll be different. So it is not. I mean, no need to be a civil one, but you will have vacancies for civil. Why do many people for GATE or IS rather than other exams? No, if you see the people apply for IAS and GATE, but people who write are very less when compared to other exams. If you see the people who appear for IAS exam or GATE exam are very less when compared to the other exams. There are people who may apply, but appearance is very less. What are the upcoming job openings we can apply now? Okay. Like almost the season has completed, so you'll be having in the next session only. I guess you can see the DFCCIL, Dedicated Freight Corridor Corporation of India Limited. There are vacancies for civil junior executive and junior engineer cadre. You can apply, I guess. The last day will be tomorrow or day after tomorrow. You can apply. Can you share material for AWE preparation? Yeah, exactly. I don't have any soft copies. I'll share. I can share you my notes actually. If you could share your email ID, I could share your my notes. Or you can contact directly Bhavanams, so they'll be sharing. I'll be sharing my notes with you, so you can go there. Can I know the main trending options after completion of BE, which is a math? Yes, and Mr. Srinivas Reddy already told you they'll be covering a new a dedicated session for this upcoming options in BE Civil Engineering. You'll be having a detailed lecture there. GATE preparation. Yeah, GATE preparation and IES preparation are completely, I mean, actually they are almost same, but you have to prepare. I have no separate notes for GATE. I have just notes for my exams. That only I do have. I'll share with the Bhavanams. They'll be sharing with you. You can contact Bhavanams. So, any more questions?
I hope all people clarify their doubts, sir. Actually.
Okay.
So, yeah, thank you so much, sir. You made a wonderful presentation, and that will motivate us so to prepare for the government jobs. And also, we in this session we understand that how much hard work you did to get crack this AE. And I hope it's thank you so much on behalf of Bhavanams and on behalf of all our participants. So yeah, so guys, you will get all the means whatever the sir said, these PPTs, and so the recorded sessions also you will get. Just try to check in our feedback form. So there we will mention it, and you need to get a subscription of this webinar series. So there we will send all these recorded sessions and all the materials whichever we have. So definitely, and what are some of the things? Actually, I think some people will ask about girls will suitable that or not. So even if you see the Olympics, so there we got 3 medals for the girls and 3 medals for boys. Nowadays there is no common or nothing is different. So if we are capable and if we are confident enough, so then we can work any sector. So I hope it makes sense, right? So no gender anything is not there. So if we are capable, and so you can see some of the lot of girls were cracking the IAS and IAS and those so many things in construction industry also. Some of the girls is doing a construction project management courses in ICMAR and that. So it like if you are working with the construction management, so you need to work in the construction. So the girls is somewhat wise, right? So yeah, we can work anywhere if we are confident and if you are capable to do that thing. Yeah, I hope you can get it. It's clear, sir. It's okay. Everything is clear. So do you have any doubts to clarify? Yeah, I think it's clear. Yeah, Anusha, you can go ahead.
Yes, sir. Ajay sir, we thank you so much for giving your precious time in sharing the best of your knowledge and providing guidelines to the students. Hope we'll collaborate more in the future.
Yes, sure.
Yes, thank you, sir. And also, as our CEO and founder Srinivas sir said, whatever the material that we have promised to send you, we'll share it in the WhatsApp group or to your mails afterwards, after the end of this session. As Srinivas sir concluded, so we have come to this end of the webinar. We thank you so much for the patience that you have all stolen this show. So on behalf of Bhavanams, we thank you all for taking up time and encouraging this noble cause. We'll see you in the next webinar. Good day to you all.